Okay, Pranavi.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
On
evening.
behalf of Universal Briefing, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all our esteemed faculty members, delegates, scholars, and participants. Welcome to 54th Universal Briefing Study Circle. Today, we are exploring a highly relevant and forward-looking theme, the future of academic libraries from a technological perspective. To begin our discussion, I want to express our heartfelt gratitude and welcome to Professor Udayan Bhattacharya, the President of Universal Briefing. We are truly grateful for his continuous guidance and encouragement. I also extend a warm welcome to Dr. Ovid Roy, the Chairman of Universal Briefing Study Circle, and Mr. Ovijit Noskot, the Study Circle Convener. Their constant coordination and support have been instrumental in making this program a success. Today, we are privileged to host two veteran professionals from the field of library and information science. Our esteemed speaker is Dr. Samir Kumar Jalal, who currently serves as a deputy librarian in the Central Library of IIT Kharagpur. Presiding over today's seminar is Professor Durga Rath from Vidyasagar University. I offer a sincere and respectful welcome to both of our guests. Professor Rath is a senior professor in library and information science with 3 decades of profound teaching and research experience. His core specialization lies at the absolute intersection of computer applications in library services, library automation, and the integration of artificial intelligence in library and information science. Given his deep expertise is how emerging technologies shape modern knowledge management, there is no better authority to preside over today's seminar, guide our discussion, and offer concluding insights. Sir, we are deeply honored to have you with us today. Today's topic is Future of Academic Libraries from Technology Perspectives. The future of academic libraries is one of the continuous transformation and innovation. Moving beyond custodianship of print collection, they are evolving into digitally driven ecosystem. Cloud computing and repositories ensure global access and secure preservation, while artificial intelligence enhances discovery through semantic search, personalized recommendation, and automated cataloging. Big data and bibliometric guide evidence-based collection and policy decision, reinforcing libraries' role in research evaluation. Emerging tools, IT, IoT, blockchain, VR, and AR enable smart study environments, secure digital management, and impulsive learning. In this landscape, librarians are becoming digital knowledge navigators, in artificial intelligence ethics, data literacy, and collaborative innovation. They act as a facilitator of research, guiding users in advanced tools, ensuring compliance with integrity standards through plagiarism check platforms, and curating collection aligned with institutional priorities. Thus, academic libraries remain central to education and scholarship in the digital age. This discussion will offer valuable insight into various emerging tools. I encourage all participants to actively engage in the session and make the most of these learning opportunities. You may post your questions in YouTube link, Google Meet chat, YouTube chat, Google Meet chat, or raise your hand to ask directly after the speaker's presentation. Now, I would like to invite our anchor for today's session, Ms. Shreya Thakur. She is a promising young professional currently serving as librarian in charge of 2 public libraries in South Chobbish Parganas. Now, I request our anchor to take over and lead the session. Shreya.
Thank you, ma'am. It is a pleasure to welcome you all to the 54th study cycle of Universal Briefing. Allow me to introduce the president and speaker of this study circle. First, I'd like to welcome the esteemed president of the session, Professor Durga Rath. Professor Rath is a renowned professor in the Department of Library and Information Science at Vidyasagar University and a distinguished academic personnel with a long and impactful career in the LIS field. Professor Rath holds a PhD from Vidyasagar University and an associateship in documentation and information science from the Indian Statistical Institute. With extensive teaching and professional experience across institutions such as Rabindra Bharati University and Vidyasagar University, he has made significant contributions to LIS education and research. His areas of expertise include computer application in LIS, library classification, and the application of artificial intelligence in libraries. As a prolific author, he has published numerous research papers and several notable books. He has also served as associate editor of Yaslik Bulletin. He is a recipient of the prestigious Yaslik Ranganathan Medal Best Article. Please join me to warmly welcome Professor Durga Shankar. Next, allow me to give a brief introduction for the speaker of the study cycle, Dr. Samir Kumar Jalal sir. Dr. Jalal, the Deputy Librarian at the Central University IIT Kharagpur, and a distinguished professional with over 24 years of experience in the field of library and information science. He holds a PhD in library and information science from the University of Burdwan and has made notable contributions to the field of bibliometrics, cytometrics, odometrics, and digital library services. He has authored over 50 research publications, written a book on webometric studies, and serves as a reviewer of several reputed LIS journals. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Samir Kumar Jalal. Now I invite Professor Durga Shankar Rath, the session president, to kindly take over the proceedings and guide us through the remainder of the session. Over to you, Professor Durga Shankar Rath, sir.
Thank you. I am really privileged to be here in this session today. I have been watching to the progress of UBS since last few years. With the able leadership of Professor Bhattacharya, it has really reached a real change in the present era, especially the traditional way of organizing library science as a profession. He has really given the stewardship towards a great achievement, rather, have performed several seminars, conferences, as well as the newsletter. I have been reading that newspaper, very informative as well, and frequently, probably routinely, you have been maintaining this online discussion forum. And in the present environment, as the present era, people are well equipped with ICT. This organization has been shaping our young minds very well. I am really proud to be in this particular session today. And coming to the discussion, today we are having among us Dr. Samir Kumar Jalal, who very much competent in this area, has been working since last 2 decades in different renowned institutes, have implemented ICT personally. I know in Hyderabad also, as well as in Ranchi earlier, he was there. Presently, of course, leading IIT Kharagpur. And ICT implementation, not only technology aspect, it has several other dimensions also, in the sense financial aspects as well as some sort of legal aspects are there regarding maintenance, and in which area it should be fruitfully implemented while taking feedback from the service domain, and of course different organizations, especially the publishing industry, to deal with them. So very competent person we are having today. I am very much hopeful that all of us will have a very encouraging session with him. And after this discussion, we'll after his deliberation, we will raise different issues. All of us hopefully actively participate in the further discussion. I would like to request Dr. Samir Kumar Jalal to take over his lecture as well as others. Professor Bhattacharya, if you kindly say a few words before, if it is fine. Otherwise, Dr. Jalal will say, and
I think
afterwards you can say
I,
what is.
yes. I think Sobir can start. Okay, Dr. Jalal can
Okay.
start his deliberation, and after that we will have some discussions. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Nice. So it's up to you now, sir. Dr. Jalal, sir, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you, sir. Let me just share the file. Entire screen. Share. So is it visible, sir?
Yes, perfectly visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I congratulate to Professor Udayan Bhattacharya, sir, who is the visionary man behind launching Universal Briefings, a voluntary non-profit and non-governmental organization or platform to promote professional expertise among young and budding LIS professionals, to expedite the information dissemination and knowledge through organizing various events like study circle and by publishing different documents. So it is an encouraging and thought-provoking for all of us. I'm really thankful to uh, Professor Ubisher for giving me this opportunity to express my thoughts and idea in what should be the future library and what should be the role of future librarian. In this, the universal briefings, there are many LIS friends like Dr. Ranjan Samanto, Dr. Shapan Khan, Dr. Ovik Roy, Abhijit Naskar, Dr. Pranavi Porel, and many more are giving their entire full-fledged support to encourage and organizing different activities to strengthen the universal briefing. So I am really proud for all of them. I sincerely thanks to Professor Durga Sankar Rath because he is the president of 54th Universal Briefing Study Circle, as well as he is the humble, easily approachable, knowledgeable, and is a versatile personality in the field of LIS. So I am really proud of him. I am really thankful to all the persons who have joined by sparing their valuable time to listen to this lecture deliberation. I will try my best to justify my topic. So coming to the topic, today's topic is future of academic libraries from technology perspective. So why I have selected this topic because of the two reasons, like academic libraries are very much playing a very crucial role towards the progress of any academic institutions. And secondly, the progress, the success of any academic library is directly give an impact on the success of the institution. So if we are able to provide good services by harnessing different technologies, so the researcher will be benefited and thereby the progress of the institution will be there. So with these few things, I would like to focus on the main topic, that is the normally we are moving from traditional library to digital library to virtual, then to smart library, and then intelligent library. So we have at present the hybrid kind of a library. That is the traditional library we have. So we as a librarian have to do our duty for maintaining the traditional library, and as well as we are maintaining the digital library by taking more and more collecting more and more digital documents, or making the documents, physical documents, to digital documents. So that will reshape not only how knowledge is being stored, but how it is being accessed, utilized, and applied. So technology here plays a very vital role of libraries as a dynamic, to make the library as a dynamic ecosystem from, rather than from, storehouse of knowledge. So libraries are evolving, libraries are evolving into an innovation hub by integrating various technologies like big data analytics, immersive learning tools, collaborative platforms that empowers both the students and teachers. Now, emerging technologies like the artificial intelligence, virtual library reality, augmented reality, advanced data analytics to blockchain technology. These technologies are not merely the technology, but it helps. It helps for providing the library services. So that is very important, that we are providing, empowering the researchers, students across the institute. So these technologies have a very potential role to play to revolutionize how users access and interact with library collections, personalize experience, and enhance the potentiality of the roles. So I have divided major topics like digital transformation, AI and machine learning, AR/VR technology, Makerspace Innovation Lab, IoT blockchain technology, cloud computing, and little bit about the research integrity, publication ethics, and finally, the role of librarians in an academic institution. So, as we have seen that the landscape of artificial intelligence, in the academic libraries need to rethink about their present services and redesign their library services by uh, leveraging large language model and natural language based processing to satisfy dynamically uh, information seeking behavior of the users. Secondly, there is a huge transformation. Digital transformation means that it is an integration of the digital tools to provide the library services. So integration of various digital tools which can be implemented in a library towards transformation from the physical library to the digital one. So it is one of the most important thing here is to expand the digital collections. So we need to identify if there is a manuscripts lying on a particular library, or very old documents which are copyright free. So those kind of documents can be digitized and make into the digital collections. Besides, we can also uh, subscribe various type of online databases, ebooks, etc. In fact, we have, if I give an example here at IIT Kharagpur, we have seen that the last 15 years, we have procured more than 3 lakhs of ebooks But from the last 75 years, we are having only 2,74,000 of the physical books. That means whatever we have done in within the last 15 years, collection of e-books, which is surpasses the number of physical books. So this way, there is a tendency for increasing the digital collection, expand the digital collections, digital scholarship support also, like NDLI. We have a very good collection, like more than 15 crores collections are there, digital collections. So through which the researchers can be empowered, the students and any kind of a users can be able to utilize those documents. So digital scholarship support is very much essential, and it is one of the role of the library to provide. If you do not have that also, there are various type of sources available that the librarian has to address those things and able to inform to the the researcher that such kind of databases are available. So another point is the advanced technology information discovery, that is leveraging AI powered tools like large language model, research-get discovery system, etc. that will help to find exact information seamlessly. AI-powered chatbot, that is the future libraries should use LLM-based chatbot services using tools like LangChain to automate the reference query and providing 24 by 7 services, automated services. That is that will replace the traditional reference service to virtual reference service. Institutional repositories like platforms that stores and showcase the university research. Like most of the institutions are using DSpace or ePrint to develop their institutional repositories, but some of the institutions, they even today not installing the disk space or not developing their institutional repositories. So it is our urgent, the support, we can extend our support for the other institutions to develop their institutional repositories. So these kind of services are very much available through National Digital Library. And next, federated search engine or discovery services, like tools like Viewfind and also Summon, that aggregates data from physical catalogs, digital repositories, and e-resources consortia into a single search interface to enhance the discovery services. So that is important. Another part is like a digital transformation, digital preservation software. Normally, we have seen that the every institute in India and abroad also mostly use this space as a digital repository for to building the digital repository services. But there are different softwares like Archivematica or Atom, access to memory. So these two softwares are basically used for the long-term preservation. So if these are the open source software and ensures long-term accessibility, authenticity. So one issue for being seen for preservation is that if you are preserving a particular file format today and in future these file formats may be obsolete. So if you are using Archivematica, so automatically it converts the obsolete file format into a standard sustainable preservation format. So because these softwares are basically used for the preservation aspect. So when to use disk space? The question is that you can use the disk space if your institute wants all the content readily accessible to the users. So in that case, the disk space is the best. but Archivematica can be used if your primary goal is for the preservation of the documents. So these are the brief differences. Some kind of a research tools. There are various research tools available which may not be able to cover here, but I would recommend only few, that Elicit AI, Research Rabbit, and Connected Papers. So these tools are basically research assistant or research tools which are basically used for literature search and the literature review. So Elicit is a powerful AI search assistant, research assistant that automates literature review and extract evidences across thousands of papers. Whereas Research Rabbit normally, it keep your literature quick search easy and organized, but use it easily connected papers and authors to the big picture. Now, why avoid rabbit holes? What is the meaning? Meaning is that instead of avoid the rabbit holes means that instead of searching the entire databases, you give the seed paper. You start with search the seed paper, that is the best paper, best relevant paper of your research, and the research rabbit automatically will try to connect uh, previous researches and other relevant documents to connect it and then precise and give it the final, the literature, make the literature review ready. So therefore, Research Rabbit helps a researcher to find their most relevant papers. Now, Connected Papers, it is a visual discovery tools that builds, it is an interactive citation graph. So it collects the data, different papers of the research, whatever the researcher wants. So based on that, it connects different papers and try to make in a graphical mode. Graphical mode means it is a kind of a, it creates a network graph, and it creates a directed network where every nodes are like a paper, and uh, themes are being arranged based on conceptual similarity. So based on conceptual similarity, it uh, creates a beautiful network, and therefore, so the researcher will be able to understand their relevant paper of their own interest. So that is the thing. Next is the another important aspect, that is the research data management. It's a big aspect. It is itself having a kind of a present. It can be have a presentation, but summary in brief, I would say the research data management ensures the organization, storage, and preservation and share of the data. That is called research data management. So nowadays, every institutions are creating a huge kind of a data, and in the meantime, so data are being getting lost. So therefore, there should be an initiative to maintain the research data. So purpose of the RDM is that it should guarantee the research integrity and prevents the loss of data. So to make the data findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable, that is the FAIR principle it should have. So how can it be done? It can be done. There are widely used tools available like Second, Dataverse, Genedo, and Figshare. So these are the popular RDM data support tools. So these tools, these are the platform forces which enforces licensing, metadata standard, persistent identifier to ensure data set that these are being reusable and citable. So if some researchers are generating lots of data, and if those data are being preserved and applied DOI, so the other researchers, when they will be using this data, so they can give a citations with the same DOI. So that would be very, very useful for the other researchers to test whether the result is being, verified or not. So brief about the, I would not go through, but CCAN, I would say that CCAN can be used at the national level, and Dataverse is very, very Dataverse as well as Fixer are very, very important and useful for the university or institution level. Genedo can be for the at the personal level. So the personal researchers, individual researchers can use Genedo, which is community ready repository and supports dataset software. Also, publications with DOI assignment. Now coming to artificial intelligence in library. So there are various services available. Most important here is the chatbot assistant, which I will be discussing later. And second is personalized recommendation. That is the AI can analyze users' data to suggest book. So the normally through the automation, we are using ILMS, and the ILMS can gives a lot of data. So those data can be analyzed, and accordingly we can able to find out the data which documents are being highly used or and which documents are not being used. So this kind of a based on that, we can able to recommend some of the books that these books are being very much used, and so the library can purchase more and more copies, kind of a things. So AI powered chatbot virtual assistants. Second is the accessibility feature. So AI can be used to improve accessibility for the users, because it also apply the NLP, natural language based processing techniques, to take the user's query and search with the using the context. That is, semantic search is applicable with the help of AI. Then AI driven cataloging systems. So automated cataloging systems streamline the organizations of resources. It saves the time and effort. Like key application of AI/ML library in library is the smart search and discovery. That is, the AI-powered search engine improves the access to digital collection by understanding the user's intent and context. So smart search does not consider only the keyword-based search. So it also takes the the user's intent, user's requirement, and what users want. That kind of a context it understand, and then takes care of the user's interest area and performs the search. So this is chatbot and virtual assistants. So it provides it can create a 24/7 support services for the query. It can be used for like a book recommendation or navigation of the library services. Automated cataloging and indexing. So ML algorithm streamlines metadata generation and classification, reducing manual effort, etc. So now coming to AI-powered chatbot design. So how can you design the AI chatbot easily and can integrate in your library website so that the users at any point of time can be able to get the services. So for that, you can use the download Docker desktop, and which is all softwares are free, and you can also download MySQL and configure it within the Docker desktop. Then setting up of the MCP and connect MySQL databases, create the username password, and then configure it and put all the local data also, whatever data you have in your library. So that those data can be kept also within the MySQL. And Claude Sonnet, that is an LLM based interface, can be generated through which the users can submit the query and get the response. So uh, also you can upload the library guide, manual, PDF, and different kind of a other type of documents, instructions, etc. in the Claude Sonnet. So it also takes care of, and based on that, different kind of a, the queries can be generated, and users can able to get without any human intervention. So how it happens within the, if I go into little details, so I will say that the all type of documents, that is a raw documents, PDF, it may be docx or HTML, etc. It can split into different smaller chunk, that is maybe maximum 500 words, using the tool like LangChain, and then add metadata with them. Then finally, this chunk is passed through embedding models, OpenAI or Hugging Face or Claude embeddings, to convert the text into a high dimensional vector. So these vectors documents are stored in a vector databases like ChromaDB, Tudrant, etc. These are the vector databases, and metadata also it stored there together. Then use vector search to retrieve the relevant chunk from the corpus and before passing it to the Claude. So Claude also gives in a natural language answer of the user's query in a natural language. So this is the kind of a architecture where MySQL, Postgres, and file store. So you can have a different, because library is a heterogeneous, have a heterogeneous collection. So it supports the multimodal architecture. Multimodal architecture means some kind of a document you can kept it in a MySQL, other type of documents you put it in a PostgreSQL, etc., or different files in a audio, video, etc. You can keep it in a file, this separate file. So all these various type of files can be connected with the different MCP. So multiple MCP can be created, and then Docker desktop. So there is a multimodal operation layer through which LLM connects the databases, and when user sends the query through Claude Sonnet, so it goes to the databases, and then it gets the answer. Again, it converts it to natural language, and then display the result in Claude Sonnet. So this way, the 24/7 services happens. Examples of AI driven cataloging. So as we have seen that the AI plays a vital role in uh, reducing the time of cataloging process. So there are three incidents I would like to quote here. One is a OCLC Wildcat metadata API. So if you are using AI to enrich bibliographic records by suggesting subject heading and keywords, for example, Libri Alma, it employs a machine learning to recommend metadata fields and streamline cataloging workflow. So OCLC's Wildcat metadata API is not free. It is on subscription based. So if you are subscribed, and this can be added through your ILMS plugin, and then you can able to get the subject keyword automatically when you put the new titles in the the cataloging query box. So similar fashion, Koha also has like a Koha 23.11 onwards supports the REST API, and so any kind of a AI plugins can be AI plugins can be done with the Koha software. So based on that, NLP based keyword extraction is possible. So this is the free things. Now Clarivate's AI metadata enrichment. This is a 2026 pilot project. What it does, it actually more than 4 lakhs of titles have been cataloged, and this project also comes in as a plugin. So many National Library of Finland's Pinto AI project. So this also uses NLP to assign subject heading in Finnish as well as in English come automatically. So bilingual or it may be multilingual, I don't know. So it is written that it can also put the subject headings in Finnish as well as the English language. So both the language it happens. Coming to another dimension that I would like to address upon, that is the immersive technology. So immersive technology refers to the digital environment where the uh, the tools where that blends the physical and virtual worlds together, allowing the users to feel deeply integrated with simulated content. So simulated content means artificially created data or mock data for testing purpose of a particular system or training of the system, and not the real data. So it tries to tries to test the data, and so it can happens in a normally it happens in a virtual either in a virtual reality mode, or it can be the augmented reality mode. Sometimes it is a mixed reality is also there. So virtual reality and augmented reality, this is the two different kind of a things. One is virtual reality completely replaces the physical environment with a simulated computer generated world. So here you have to use the VR devices like a headset like Oculus Go, you can put in your head. So you will be in a virtual world. So virtual reality, in a virtual reality, you will be fully in a digital world. But in augmented reality, it adds the digital information, graphics, objects, etc. onto the real world. So it is a real world plus a real world plus the digital layer itself. So this is a kind of a virtual reality and augmented reality. Coming to the augmented reality, also it says that the interactive learning and research. So library provides a high-powered VR lab and equipment, allowing patrons to explore the 3D representation of the historical facts or biological system. For example, the how heart is functioning, that kind of a document you can able to see from the virtual reality environment. So VR devices, so there should be a kind of a, now since students are coming less and less to the library because of they are not their primary objective is not for taking the books. So they want the environment. So they want the space. They want various type of digital resources. So that kind of, so their interest has changed and their requirements have changed. So library has to change their, I mean, mentality has to change the kind of a collection. So this, there should be huge change of collection development pattern. Here, I would like to say that the library, I mean, the modern library or smart intelligent library should have a virtual lab. Now, virtual reality, I would, uh, within the virtual reality, we can have a one kind of thing that is the virtual tour. So virtual tour is also is a kind of a, it comes under the virtual reality. It offers a immersive experience that can transform how libraries deliver educational program, etc. It can be historical event or scientific concept. So we have developed a small virtual tour for our library. So I will click and I will try to see how it is showing. Now, if the central library has implemented virtual tour, and here if you see bottom of this page in the library, so it is a main building. So here you can see that we can able to see kind of a, for example, 360-degree view can be seen from the outside also. So here is the gate outside the library. Then this is the baggage counter. So this is the library security gate kind of a things. Here also you can see if, I mean, the faculty publication. So faculty publication you can see, you can move what are the things are available. So that can be seen. This is a hall number 1, the library circulation counter. So you can move and the users can move and see where it is there. Even you can, if you able to do it separately for kind of a library books, every shelf also can be uh, uh, captured the 360 degree view, and then it can be, I mean, the users can able to see at the home with the just expand and then see what are the books available, how many almiraj are available, how it looks like. So this kind of a things can be implemented. So virtual tour can be done. Again, coming to, I mean, yes. Next is, so how we have done it, that is the camera Insta 360 by 4. So this is just 360-degree camera, powerful camera that captures the photos, videos, etc. And then creates a interactive 360-degree virtual tours from using the Pano to VR7 software. So then it allow the users to move between different locations within the virtual tour, allow multimedia integration like audio and video. You can put the what are the books available, some kind of explanatory of a particular object. So I would say that for museum, you can take the snap of a particular artifacts and then can add the text over it, and then you can able to put it here and HTML5 based output, so making the tour accessible throughout the modern users. Now these are the steps are available. So I will not go for the entire step how we have done it. So these steps are there. So virtual reality, I mean this is kind of a Oculus Go camera. So Oculus Go VR set. Using this VR set, you can able to see various kind of you can experience the various things like how a dinosaur was there, kind of things. So this is another 360-degree camera. That is, with this camera, we have captured all the things. Now, another dimension that library should have is a maker space and innovation lab. So, maker space and innovation lab means that is the maker space is in an academic library performs the library into a hands of learning. That is a kind of a study space and collaborative space. Study space means is a new type of study space. So we are in a position to we have already the identified a room space where uh, we have we are trying to make the maker space, but the things have not been procured yet, but we are in the process. So what we have to do is that there should be identified place where students can bring their ideas, and those ideas can be made into can be converted into prototype model, and then that model can be also printed using the 3D printer. So this kind of, so you can have a 3D printer also, so to have the concept into a tangible product. So this kind of is a place where students can explore their own interest. Many students can participate at each other. They develop their creative projects and academic and personal region. So students can also come together to share their knowledge. So this way, library can attract many students. And so this kind of a 3D printer like FDM printer is a fused deposition modeling printer. It can have a minimum 20,000 to 5 lakhs rupees. So you can have a moderate printer like 75,000 or so. So that can be as a good printer, which can be kept in a maker space, and to print this kind of a models like so users can prepare their own model using the Autodesk Fusion 360 software. So this computer, one or two computers can be kept in a maker space where users can sit and then design their their conceptual model, and then or it can be that is another place is there, repository, that is called Thing Givers. Thing Givers, this is the, if you are typing in Google, you will get the repository where there are various type of models available, and if you like it, so that can be get printed here using the FDM printer. So you can keep in the maker space like 3D scanner, where by projecting light onto different objects, it captures the reflection, and the scanner calculates the millions of individual data points known as point cloud, which represents the object's precise geometry in a digital space. So using that 3D scanner, you can scan various things, and then you can develop your own models like PCB milling. So the idea can be generated. A design can go from a digital CAD file to a functional physical board. So this can also be done. Students can able to do it. So these kind of a things are very much essential for essential for academic libraries to give their concept into reality. Now, another area is the big data analytics. So big data analytics is a kind of a analytics is a kind of a data. It deals with the data and it collects, organize, store, and analyze a huge complex data set to find out the uh, pattern, a hidden pattern inside the document or market trend, etc. So it analyzes the user's behavior. In case of library, it analyzes the user's behavior and resource usage pattern, etc. So Microsoft Power BI, Python with Panda, and Google BigQuery. These are can be a very much essential tools for big data analytics. Second, another most important part is the IoT. So IoT is in order to make the library smart, IoT is very much essential, and it is playing a big role. Like Internet of Things is an interconnection of the physical objects over the internet. So IoT, uh, it one of the ways that the libraries are using IoT is to automate and streamline their workflow and process. So IoT connects the heterogeneous objects with embedded system such as wireless connection, computers, and wireless smart sensor. So various sensors can be applied in a library, like you can say that the smart uh, uh, light system can be used, smart light, or the kind of a the environmental sensors, occupancy sensor, etc. can be used. Facial recognition camera, these can be used. So it is basically to create the smart connected environment that improve the user's experience and operational efficiency. So it used for the security and surveillance. IoT-based security can monitor entrance, exit, restricted area. So basically, if we categorize the entire IoT devices, so we can say that there are four type of applications. We can see that one is a occupancy-based sensor. Second is a environmental based sensor. It can be facial recognition camera or smart lighting system. Sorry. So occupancy based sensor, it acts on a two type of sensor. One is a infrared, another is ultrasonic. So use ultrasonic, normally it uses the uh, high frequency sound wave to calculate the distance via echolocation. Whereas infrared, it uses the light wave to detect the presence of proximity of the objects. So therefore, the if the library can install some kind of a sensors in different halls or reading halls, etc. So these sensors can communicate wirelessly over the internet, and then the librarian can able to see that in which places there is a vacancy, and also these signals can be also displayed within the with the TV or the display unit, through which the users can themselves able to see that where there is a empty occupancy, so they can able to sit there. Environmental sensors, mainly it monitors the temperature, humidity, and carbon dioxide level across the different zones. Facial recognition camera, very very important, and mm, it can be it can be installed at the gate, where it can able to detect that which users are authentic and who are not the authorized users. So that kind of a restrictions can be done. So with the facial recognitions, smart lighting system. So you can install the smart lighting system where sensor based light, it will automatically switch off if the persons are not there. So that kind of a things. Last जो technology, that is blockchain technology. Blockchain technology, basically, this is the last part. So another 10 minutes I may take. So blockchain technology ensures the data security, integrity of the library system. So blockchain technology, what it is a decentralized digital ledger. Decentralized digital ledger that secures data across a distributed network over the computers. So these, when the data packet sends from one computer to another, a kind of a P2P network. So this every transactions are verified by the network, then grouped into encrypted blocks and chained together of different blocks that is being shown here. That is a different blocks are there, and then all blocks are being chained according to the chronological order, so that it does not get hampered when data is being retrieved. So this it ensures the authenticity, and it ensures the the data, whether the data is authentic or there is a false data. So that kind of a security aspects it checks. So blockchain technology are very, very important for the server and for authentication of the transaction, fostering trust and transparency within the community. So digital curation and preservation, also blockchain technology are being used for authenticity and integrity of the collections, creating tamper-proof records. So this is there. So data analytics for user insights, advanced data analytics tools also being applied for all these data for valuable insights into user behavior. Coming to cloud computing, it is also a facility that if institutions do not have that kind of a server facility and maybe readily available infrastructure, they can go for the cloud computing. So data are being stored in the cloud and get accessed. So no need for the maintenance and all, but we need to pay the money for cloud computing, of course. So it allows for scalable storage solution, improved accessibility and digital collection, also ability to host community programs, making the library services more efficient and user friendly. So wherever we do not have the technical manpower or server space, etc., so we can then go for the cloud computing case. So social media are also plays a very, very important role in delivering the library services. It is also kind of a technology that the different WhatsApp group, mobile apps can be developed, can be implemented through different mobile apps. Various, for example, like institute like IIT Kharagpur and all bigger institutes, so they can library can make a WhatsApp group among the employee, and if somebody sends a request, so those requests can be transferred to a smaller WhatsApp group, so they can answer readily, so that the users will be getting the response at the least time. So WhatsApp group and social media, etc., are very, very, and social media can be also applied for demonstrating or propagating our resources. So whenever new resources comes into the added to the collection, so that can be put it to the social media, so that that within that institute they can able to access it. Now, these are basically, I talked about most of the technologies which are very, very essential and needed to make the library into an intelligent library system. Besides that, now it is in general, we would say that creating a congenial library environment is very, very essential. We have noticed that the students used to come for the congenial environment, for the calm and cool environment, for comfortable reading. So they want a good space for reading and with a peaceful mind. So that is a relaxed reading area, video conferencing room, discussion room. So some places, various type of rooms have to be, these spaces have to be created within the library to to satisfy the various dynamically changing information behavior of the users. So some people like to read the books, some people do not like to read the books. So that kind of a their attitude we have to identify, we have to understand their attitude, and accordingly library space has to be created so that the entire users will be benefited. Coming to the like digital literacy, we have to librarians need to develop skills in using the emerging technologies effectively. Then only it is possible. Focus on the user experience, develop partnership, like collaborate with technology. For example, the blockchain technology. If I'm not able to understand the technology very much, so we can call the expert from different companies to give a demonstration. So they can give a demonstration, so we can able to understand its technology in ins and outs of the technology. And then, so this kind of a, learning attitude is required, and we can develop the and collaborate with the companies to have the knowledge exchange, etc. So coming to the research integrity, I would say only in brief that we have India has a research integrity framework in place, that is the ICMR also has the some kind of a guidelines, and UGC promotion of academic integrity and prevention of plagiarism in higher education of India regulation is there. But ICMR policy on research integrity and publication ethics, it is a comprehensive framework outline principles for honest reporting our data archive, etc. So the librarian should conduct various type of the research integrity to promote the research integrity within the research community, and time to time the awareness program should be made, so that the users will be will be aware, and they do not do they do not violate the research integrity. So they normally it happens that so publication ethics, while researchers are ready to publish, so they should not or do not fabricate or manipulate the data. So these are the do's and don'ts, like decide the order of authorship prior to writing the paper, then declare whether the research work has been published before or not, declare a statement of conflict, so avoid ghost authorship, do not submit the manuscript to more than one journals. So these are some kind of a guidelines that time to time the librarians need to send to the research scholars for their awareness. Now, the last part of my lecture is the role of future librarian. So what librarian should do is, a librarian nowadays is not the librarian. That is, we have to categorize it like a open research librarian, subject librarian, human librarian, user experience librarian. This kind of a for the big library. So this kind of a deviation based on the user's need and the complexity of the technology, we need to, I mean, divide the roles and responsibility among the staffs. Like research guide researchers. So open research librarian means, so they guide the researchers on open access mandate. Open access mandate means that what kind of a, I mean the what kind of document public what should be the, what kind of a conditions should be there in publication. For example, I'll give you a small example. Like uh, if a researcher gets fund for their research, so that may be a condition is there to publish the paper in an open access journal. So that is a open access mandate. So for if he is not publishing in open access journal, so that means open access mandate is being violated. So that kind of a awareness is required for the users, and librarian can make the its role, proactive role here. Subject librarian, an expert of finding the discipline specific information. For example, at IIT Kharagpur, so it is very difficult for a person like me to understand 40 more than 50 subjects, and which tool are being mostly suitable for which kind of a discipline. So therefore, the subject discipline should be there. Subject librarian should be there. User experience, like some person should be there who can able to improve, who can able to test the usability, improve the physical and digital infrastructure, analyze the users' feedback to make the digital platform ready, digital platform more intuitive. Now, data visualization. So various type of tools are available for data visualization. So if required, like Tableau, Python, etc. So this kind of a very specializes in transforming research data into understandable and interactive and visual striking representation. So Tableau or Python can be used for the data visualization. Digital humanity librarian, that is our academic and research specialist who bridge the traditional library science with a digital research method. So they help the faculty and students use computational tools like text mining, interactive mapping, and data visualization, etc. Now, I would say that future of libraries will be the center of digital scholarship and experimental technology, and will be future of libraries will be a place of wonder. Creating and managing digital infrastructure would be the priority, and more use of AI in the library, that is coming ahead. So in conclusion, I would say that the future of libraries should be defined by continuous technological evolution. So today there are some technology, tomorrow the technology gets changes, and today we are using some kind of a software, and tomorrow maybe new software comes which is better than the previous one. So it is a continuous learning. Then only we can able to suggest to the users. So the library professionals job are really difficult, and I would say that if every day we are not acquainted with, we are not experimenting the tools, so we can never be able to serve to the users. So the success of the future academic libraries will depend on their ability to adopt technology responsibly and with institutional missions and values, creating empowered, inclusive, innovative knowledge hubs for the educational research. Thank you very much. So, I don't know, I have tried to jot down some of the uh, points which are relevant for the library, and now it is open for discussion.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Actually, we are overwhelmed all over the session. Very keenly we are listening to you. I am really totally engrossed within this session. To recapitulate his points, I believe it would be a bit easier for our listeners to discuss on the topic. Sir has started with digital library or digital repository building software, their tools, and these space-like things, and then how AI tools could help our researchers. He has discussed about research fabrics, even research data management tools also SICAM sir has described, and comparative study with the data work, fixer, etc. he has done. He has also discussed how fruitfully we could utilize AI in librarianship, like for our smart search in chatbots, and how could we design AI chatbot for our own library with the help of Docker, and the detailed procedure he has nicely described here. He has described RAG processes in a very theoretical structure so that everybody could understand it properly, and exemplified with OCLC WorldCat or Meta AI, and even how AI plugins could be used with our traditional IMLS software, ILMS like Koha, and Clarivate Analytics, how they are using Clarivate's AI data enrichment tools. Sir has taken us with a virtual reality tour, and how IIT KGP has implemented virtual lab, and the virtual tour could be like our traditional library journey only, like we are turning the pages of our traditional document pages, and that's a different kind of experience sir has shown us. And big data analytics, of course, is coming a day, makerspace, and the Internet of Things like our smart lighting devices or facial recognition for our own library users. Then, sir, as blockchain technology could be used to ensure our data security and integrity. Very fruitfully, we can create our tamper-proof records, and distributed data sets can be safe from others' manipulation. Then finally, he has given us some of the understanding about creating an environment, congenial environment rather, for our research and the library framework. Sir has given the inspect towards the future role of librarians in different sort like subject librarians, as it is there, open research library, human librarian, user experience librarian, data visualizing librarian, and digital human relationship, digital human librarians, and so on. And with a very positive note, sir has told that in future we have to embrace the technology to provide more improved service, more effectively and more efficiently for our future generations, considering the librarians of the future environment, whether it is hybrid environment also, we need to think about our future users and today's lecture definitely is a good experience for us. I am now asking others to kindly participate, and if they have any query to get clarified or any suggestions or any improvement rather to such discussion. Professor Dr. Jalal has been a very proud research scholar of our renowned Professor Parthasarathi Mukhopadhyay. He was the first research scholar under him. So you could understand that he has recognized the ability of the professors at the very initial stage, and today he has nicely demonstrated his acumen in combining all the technologies for the future libraries. Excellent job he has done. Now it is up to you. Thank you. Professor Bhattacharya, please, if you say a few words, others could say it.
স্যার মিউট হয়ে আছেন।
Muted. Sir, probably you are muted.
স্যার আপনার
No, not
মাইক্রোফোনটা
yet. Not yet, sir. Probably the device is not working. So till sir gets ready, if others could find something or raise any query.
স্যার আপনার মাইক্রোফোনটা একটু দূরে আছে, মুখের সামনে নিলে ওটা ভালো শোনাবে।
স্যার ডাইরেক্টলি আপনি এটা ডিভাইসটা খুলে দিয়ে মোবাইল থেকে একটু ট্রাই করুন স্যার। Anyhow, till sir joins us, if anyone else could raise some. Otanu sir is there, or Ranjan sir, Dr. Ranjan Samanta, or anyone else is there. You can talk a bit till sir joins. Probably sir has got some problem with his device.
Yes.
That's why sir is yet to connect us. May I request Pranavi madam, could you please ask someone else to, if they have some query or they have to get something clarified, so that we can interact with Dr. Samir Kumar Jalal, who has a vast experience at ISM Dhanbad, as well as he has worked in technology institute at Hyderabad also, and presently, of course, one of the premier institute in India, IIT Kharagpur. So he has, we could capitalize his. Pranav madam, please.
Now, is it? I am audible
Yes,
right now.
yes, yes, sir.
Actually,
yes.
I have some problem with my system.
Ah.
Actually, Samir, thank you for taking our invitation, and you
Thank you,
covered the
sir.
entire gamut of information technology application in case of libraries. Actually, I am not going to talk much, but your last slide is very important. Today's librarian job is much more complex and intricate because
Yes, sir.
technologies are evolving, developing. So it is very hard for all the librarians to cope up with all these technologies. So
Yes,
you
yes.
cannot rest in peace always. So you
Yeah.
have to be adapt
Yes, sir.
and cope up with the technologies to cater the needs of the users. So I think nowadays librarianship is a much more complex job, and future librarianship will be much more complex rather than
Present.
right today's present conditions. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes,
this
sir.
is my submission,
Ah.
submission. So if any
Thank you, sir.
questions you can ask. Okay.
Mm.
So anyone else, if you could interact with Dr. Samir Kumar Jalal, if any suggestions is there or any area where
Any
you
kind of
require
suggestion.
some kind of
স্যার বলছি ব্লক চেইনের
Okay.
অ্যাপ্লিকেশনটা কি কি হতে পারে?
Blockchain normally it is used for the security purpose. For example, server security. That is a one kind of application. Another is it may be, for example, the users' data. Users' data sometimes last 1 or 2 years back. I am
Actually,
giving
basically,
the
as
correct
library works in
example.
a distributed data system.
Since it is a distributed network, so last year I am giving a live example of IIT Kharagpur. We stored the user's mobile number, and sometimes it from server it got stolen, and it was publicly available. So that is the problem of the user's data. So user's data sometimes it may be very sensitive, and then if you are not taking up very effective measures for securing your data, then it can be it creates a lot of problems. So blockchain technology are very much used in the library for ensuring security of the sensitive data. For example, bank, it is very much used for all kind of a transaction. So you are sending money to another account, in between it goes in the network, and then the blockchain technology are very much applicable there for the entire security, maintaining the security. So it takes the kind of a smaller kind of a packet, and then it chained it to the other packets, and then chain it to other packets, so that it doesn't destroy, or people cannot be able to take one piece of information. So similarly for library also, for all kind of a sensitive data, blockchain technology are being applied. Thank you.
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
Any
No
more?
more questions. Okay, we can proceed further.
Then
Yes. Sir, with your kind permission, can we conduct the session or?
Yes. Probably who will finish the presentation? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes. Before we move on the vote of hands, I would like to make an announcement regarding our next study circle. The session will be take place on July 25th at 7:30 p.m. We are honored to have Dr. Muhammad Azimuddin Sheikh as our esteemed speaker for that session. He is an assistant professor in Department of Library and Information Science at Vidyasagar University. Presiding over the session as our Honorable President will be Dr. Shiv Shankar Jana, Professor in Department of Library and Information Science at University of Kalyani. The program felicitator will be the Dr. Gayatri Paul, Documentation Assistant at the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, and our anchor for the evening will be Shrimati Nilanjana Mondol, Research Scholar, Department of Library and Information Science, Jadavpur University. Now I request our current anchor, Ms. Shreya Thakur, to deliver formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of the entire study cycle, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each participant for joining us in this study cycle. I'd like to thank Dr. Ovik Roy, the convener of this session, and Dr. Atanu Dash, the chairperson of this study cycle. An extended note of gratitude to our president, Professor Durga Rath sir, whose leadership and guidance have been instrumental in steering our discussion toward meaningful and enlightening direction. Special thanks to our esteemed speaker, Professor Dr. Samir Jalal, for this wonderful and informative presentation on future of academic libraries from technology perspective. Thanks for organizing this wonderful study cycle to Professor Dr. Udan Bhattacharya sir, President of Universal Briefing, and Dr. Pranavi Porel, facilitator of the 54th study cycle of Universal Briefing. Thank you all. I'd like to invite our facilitator to please take over now and wrap up today's study cycle.
The program is ended.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank
one
you,
and all.
Pranavi. Thank you, Samir.
Thank